Hi, this is Billy RL Real Life. I'm coming to you to bring you a video of information that was given to me by Glamorous Fashionista. There's this man on YouTube. He goes by the name of Raw Report. And myself and the team members here, we have been watching his videos and we have all come to the conclusion that this man is an absolute phony. Half of the things that he says that he knows about the reincarnation trap and about spirituality are all wrong. He has this course of which is a single video, whereas you are learning about the reincarnation trap according to him. And the video is nothing but lies, but he wants your money. And he feels that if you will believe that he really has something profound to say regarding the reincarnation trap, that you will then open up your wallets, open up your billfolds, and give him your money. He tries to make it seem in every video as if he's the only one that knows and to not listen to anyone else because no one knows the truth but him. This is the con, this is the scam that he brings forth to make you feel that you can only get the truth from one person, and that person is him. He says that if you take his course, he'll give you a discount, which doesn't help at all, especially not in this economy, when the information that he's giving should be free. It's free to research. All you have to do is go on Google and look up the reincarnation trap, and you'll find that information for free. So why is he paywalling his information behind a pay-per-view video? With you buying his course, what you are doing is you are making him financially stable, if not financially affluent, while you are struggling in this economy. He makes videos where he talks about Antarctica and about how gold is in Antarctica. And if you know anything about Sumerian history, and if you know about the Anunnaki, you will know that gold is not in Antarctica, it's in Africa. And this is why you have people like Donald Trump and the many Republicans and Democrats. They are after Africa because Africa is where the gold is, the gold that will help the Anunnaki. What is in Antarctica are the Nazi super soldiers. And that's why no one is allowed to go to Antarctica. But this you will not hear from this man. This man who is a former preacher turned researcher. And if you look at his videos, you'll see he has some videos where it leads back to Christianity. And you cannot talk about the reincarnation trap and promote Christianity at the same time because they do not go hand in hand. What he is a researcher of the Bible, but he's trying to mask it as him being a researcher of spirituality. You cannot believe in the reincarnation trap and be a Christian. Because Christianity teaches that if you're good, you go to heaven. If you are bad, you go to hell. The reincarnation trap and all of the spirituality knows that that is no such thing. There is no such thing as a heaven, and well, there is a hell. We are already in it. He is preying on those who do not know a lot of information about the reincarnation trap. And he feels that those who do not know a lot of information about the reincarnation trap, they will take his course. And with them taking his course, they will not be able to decipher him out. They will not be able to realize that he is telling lies and he is not telling any truth. He's hoping that he will attract those who do not have a lot of knowledge about the trap, so that when those watch his video, they will not be able to decipher the false knowledge from the real knowledge of facts. This is why it is so important to do our thorough research. We must all do our diligent share of thorough research, which is what we, the team, all do. Because in you doing your thorough, diligent research, when you come across people such as the fraudulent RRaw reports, you will be able to decipher the truth from lies. Now, Don't get me wrong. There are some things in the Bible of which he talks about in his videos that are true, but we must not forget the Bible was written by a Jesuit a long, long time ago. But the Jesuits never thought that people would research deeply into finding truths that they thought that people would never find within that Bible. The Jesuits, never thought that we, the people, would be able to see the difference of the coded meaning of the things they were saying in the Bible. And if you have clairvoyance, you can be able to look at RRaw report and really look sternly at him. And if you use your clairvoyance that you have, and everyone has it, they just have to tap into it, you can see and you will know that he is making up lies, pausing as he goes along. If you are telling something that you know from the depth of your being is absolutely true, you don't have to, well, um, because you don't have to do that, because it will come out of you like a river, because it's true. Oh, but he is good to the undetectable. But to the ones who have spiritual eyes and spiritual sense, he's not that good. He is a sham. He is a fraud. And spiritually, I'm sensing that this man, as I've said, he absolutely has something to do with the church. I personally believe this man is a former minister, and he felt he wasn't getting the money from being a minister anymore, or maybe he was defrocked from a church as a minister, and so he decided to continue his get rich scheme, his make money scheme, by jumping on the bandwagon of talking about spirituality and the reincarnation trap. And this is why he's coming forth with unknowing truths, as well as mixing it with a little bit of truths. This is the perfect recipe for a disinformation agent. And with all of this, he wants you to purchase his course. A lot of the things this man has said and does say in his videos, it is absolutely either regurgitated information that he has heard from other people or his own made up lies. Because you see, as I have told you all many times before, I have gone to the moon, and I have seen Enki, and I have seen Marduk, and I have seen the souls that are trapped on the moon. And then I was taken to Saturn, the home of Marduk's Set, and I saw the souls that were trapped there. I saw how the reincarnation process goes from being a trapped soul to an embryo back to the prison planet Earth again. This is how I know when I watch the RRaw report that a lot of the things, almost 99% of the things that he is saying, is absolutely incorrect. But he is preying on those who do not know any better, hoping that they will believe him and only him, so that they will only look to him for information and pay him money for that information. He's also hoping to, as I stated, lure you in with a little truth about Christianity, because that would be a way of getting people back into the church, feeding you with his knowledge of unknowing, making you feel as if he does know when he does not. And he's doing this because if you look at the 2025 statistics, church membership is falling all across the United States. And so what they're doing is they're using people like RRaw Report to pretend as if they are individuals of spirituality, here to talk about the reincarnation trap, when really their goal is to codedly lead you back to the church. On the flip side, there is another channel just like this. It's called Bible Story. They are just like RRaw Report. They will bring on some videos talking about the reincarnation trap, and in their videos, a lot of what they say is untrue. And then they will bring on other videos that are talking about God and Jesus and Christianity. These are common tactics to lead you back to the trickery that is Christianity. This is why I, Billy RL, am telling all of you all out there, you have to do your due diligence in vetting people out when you come across their channels, their videos. Not everyone who proclaims to be telling the truth is telling the truth. Not everyone who proclaims to be talking about the reincarnation trap are really telling the truth about the trap. You have people disguised as ministers who are using the reincarnation trap and Christianity to lure you back. You have people who are using the reincarnation trap to trick you and deceive you, which will cause you to come back down here again. You have to be smart and you have to recognize truth, facts, and knowledge from lies. And RRaw Report, his channel, has no affiliation with truth, facts, or the knowledge of the truth. That is, or better yet, facts, truth, and the knowledge. It is not associated with RRaw Report or his channel. At the end of the video, you will see the video from him where he is pretty much trying to lure people into paying for his course, of which people should not have to pay for. It should be free. So, what it boils down to, people, is that you have to be aware. Those who are asleep, I, Billy RL, along with the team, we shout out loudly for you to wake up. Wake up, be awakened, because as long as you are asleep, you will be deceived by the many, many people who come and who has come and who are before you all being devious, saying that they are this and saying that they are that, and knowing all the time underneath they're nothing but demons. So be careful. Be careful, people. This RRaw Report is a fake and he's a phony. And he is a minister of someone's church. Maybe he's still involved, and maybe he's just want to have an extra curriculum outside of the church. But the whole thing is telling lies and making money. Be not deceived, people. Be not deceived. You have the power within you. Use your power to be able to know right from wrong, to distinguish those who are and those who are not. This is what the resistance team is saying to each and every one of you. Now, with this guy, RRaw Report, he may come back and say all types of bad things about Billy RL and the resistance team. We don't care because we know where we stand. We know that everything that we said, say, or have said, we know that we have did our research. We have stressed this to many of you more times than one. We have did our research. We have a source. Regardless if you accept it, reject it, and or leave it alone, but we do have a source that fills us in with the unknowing. We do travel to make sure that what we say before we come to each and every one of you out there is nothing but the truth. And this is what we have done. So we know what we're talking about. We know because we're closer, all of us, we're closer than what we all think. And it's no time to be trying to spill out lies or fakeness, I should say, is no time to be able to do any of that. It's time now to gain the knowledge, the facts, and the truth so that when the time comes, we'll know how to deal with it in order to leave this hellish nature planet and go on to bigger and better things. So everything that we have said, I, Billy RL, along with the team, have said to you about this man here. And no doubt he's going to come back being combative, but we don't care, because if we all stand up, he's going to fall first, because we're standing with power. We're standing with the facts and the truth, and we're standing on the knowledge. And the knowledge, let me say this, and the knowledge is all that informs us as to what, how, when, and why. So with that, I'm going to wish you all out there adieu. But I do want to thank all of our subscribers who wrote and asked us not to go or not to come back. And Billy Ariel, we're so happy that you are back. You and the team, we respect that and we thank you for that, because we know now that you cared more about us than any others would have. So we thank you for that. But know this before I end this conversation with you all. Know this, that Billy R.L., Katrina, our original messenger, as well as the entire team, know that we stand on the facts and the truth and the knowledge. There's none other or nothing else to stand on but those three. And with all of that, it gives us the power within, bringing it out, because the power is within ourselves, to bring it out, to be able to stand. There's no weapon that's formed against us shall prosper. You can say all the bad things you want to say about Billy RL and the team, but we're going to stand, because when that time comes, you will be here and we'll be gone. So with that, we wish you an adieu. We ask all of you to keep your power, stand on the facts and the truth and the knowledge, and you will see us and hear from us on the very next topic. We love you all, and we really do, especially our subscribers, and we extend from our hearts to yours peace. And most of all, I cannot say it enough, power. Billy Ario and the Resistance Team.